Okay, what about now? What about now?
I hear you pretty good.
Everybody get me now? Okay. Damn. I was sitting there talking to nobody. All right. Good morning, Alex. Morning, Adrian. Good morning, Enlighten Me. Christian, John T. Good morning, Lex Trader. Good morning.
Jesus.
We were talking about that last minute order that came in on JP Morgan for a half a million bucks. Somebody bought the 170 puts for a half a million bucks at the end of the day. That was the last order that came out that Jesus posted inside the room. And if you look at let's take a look at Goldman Sachs, and we'll take a look at JPM today. We're already trading a 166 handle. And this guy's going to make a half a million bucks off the open here. We got our boy Ozzy in the room who slings around some size here. He's sitting around with 2,500 contracts of the
Oh,
160 for
Jesus.
February. For February, right? So your boy Ozzy's going to have a big ass day today.
Ozzy. God, he's crazy, huh? I like him. He's
I'm,
got balls, though.
I mean, indeed.
Nuts.
Ask Chrissy Trades is saying, "Are you short? Who are you talking to?" If you're talking to Ozzy, you're fucking Herb, who asks questions that you can easily just read and see that he is short. Chris likes to do that too. People
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to
yeah.
do that. People like these days, especially because you got
Play
no
dumb.
attention span. You
What is
know,
that,
you
the
got
play dumb mentality?
you just got no attention span. So it's like,
Ah,
yo, what was it again? You know what I mean? Something that's already been said. You
funny.
know, we just got too much shit circling on in the head. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's take a look at some of the other gap downs and everything. Remember, you had the Goldman Sachs earnings. They came out and said they had some great profit. We're looking at 386 off the open. Okay. And then they flopped it all back down. The same thing happened, by the way, in JP Morgan on Friday. Right. So the earnings came out, stock was trading at fresh 52-week highs, and then they sold it off the whole day. Okay. So I think that's the same character that we're going to see on the Goldman Sachs. Now, Morgan Stanley did the same thing. Morgan Stanley came out, printed 92, and now it's trading 87 here, right?
Yep.
So if you take a look at Citigroup, and banks, Citigroup actually is one that's being held up, but again, it hasn't reported yet. If you take a look at the Wells Fargo, it looks like absolute shit. Moving on here, they got an upgrade here on NVIDIA and the AMD. AMD is printing the 150 handle. I think for even a market like this to even go down and they're trapping people, you got to have some bullishness somewhere. If you take a look at the Microsoft here, also gapping up ridiculously. I think there's a narrative that Apple is no longer the king. Microsoft becomes the king, and then everybody kind of just pours money into this Microsoft. If you take a look at the gap up here on the Microsoft, it's pretty fucking hefty. So this also looks good too. Moving on here, let's take a look at oil. Oil is up a little bit, but not doing anything. You got news out of Apple. I don't know what the news was. Jesus, do you know what the news is on this Apple?
No, let me see. Was something new or more? Oh, no, it's definitely something new. Let me see. I haven't really taken a look. Apple decision to discount iPhones. That news? I guess that's the
Yeah,
news, right?
yeah. I mean, I thought that was the news on Friday. By the way, Jesus, we
Oh,
can't see your screen.
at all? I
Yeah, we
didn't
can't
share
see
it.
shit.
Maybe. Hold
We
on.
get your audio, but we can't get
It
your
would help if
screen.
I share the screen. Here we go.
So you got some news out of Apple. That thing's looking weak. You got some news again out of the Boeing here. That shit is looking weak too. Boeing, Tesla, Apple. These names are looking super fucking weak. You got a gap down here on the Tesla again. And then again, we got to bring up the BTC. BTC had a monster move on Friday. Monster move on Friday. Take a look at it. And now we're trading down to 42,800. So you got a huge pullback on BTC. And this was after it traded up to, fresh all time highs, or not all time, but 52-week highs because of the ETF news. And then they sold the news off. Now we're getting this consolidation. I think you get a second leg down into the 30s now. And I like that short. But again, you gotta time this right. But that doesn't look half bad there either. Let's kick it over to Jesus here for some noteworthy activity this morning.
Yeah, and this is a week we were talking about from actually 2 weeks ago. It is going to be a sloppy, messy week, to say the least, not to rain on anybody's parade who was excited about the week or anything. But a couple of big factors. You have huge OPEX week. Jan OPEX is probably the biggest. If you guys probably heard a lot of FinTwit, as well as us talking about Gamma and how it was a big part of this rally and bullish phase we've been in. That's likely a chunk of that coming off the books this week. So if there's one interesting thing is to see how the dynamics play out post, I would say Wednesday, Friday, OPEX. Wednesday, you got VIX expiration, then Friday, obviously, everything else. So going into next week, it makes things a little bit interesting. It might open things up for a little more volatility than we've been seeing. Because again, Gamma and the dynamics of Gamma were at play throughout a good portion of this rally. But as far as this week is concerned, this is a tough one. Anybody who's in the room in regards to flow, we lose a lot of edge off of sweeper activity. Anything of size, I would just not give it much credence this week. Again, the logic is think about January expiration, right? All these funds and players positioning early in 2023 or mid 2023. There is so much open interest in Jan that needs to be replaced, right? If I have 10,000 calls of Apple that I've been hanging on to and they expire this January, and I want to refresh some of that exposure, I may refresh some of it, but is it a bullish play if I'm refreshing just some of it or rolling? So we don't know all those details. It's impossible to know, and that's what makes this such a complicated week. So I promise you, you're probably going to see some huge ass size. Could be calls, puts, and it's not going to, it's not going to really mean much as it usually does. As far as anything else is concerned, trading tactically intraday, I think we could still use portions of the flow for momentum purposes, but I think it's really got to be mean reversion driven, meaning don't chase Momo sweepers that are chasing. If they're buying off a weakness, looking for a turn, that may be a better setup. But I would say for a scalp. Otherwise, I see a lot of stickiness this week. And then Wednesday on, let's take a look and see how things start to shake out price action. But a good week to sit back and kind of be really selective and watch the price action and how that shakes out as we get into the end of the week.
Indeed. And Ozzy here is talking about that option he's got on the on the JPMs. He's talking about the 160 put here for February expiration. There's about there's almost 10,000 open interest traded. I don't know what the volume was on Friday, but he's saying the volume was all him. I mean, he's got 2,500 contracts.
That's no surprise. He's been all the volume of quite a few times already.
He's got 25% of the volume here on this here. So again, let's see what the spread is off the open and everything. But Ozzy, since you got time, I'm thinking. Ronchero can come in here and give you some pointers here, but locking some in is not that bad of an idea. Rolling them is not that bad of an idea. Selling some calls now against what you got is a good way to soak up some premium there too. If you still got the cash, these are all just a couple of ideas, but you're going to have a fucking huge day here, bro. You're going to have a huge day. Well, let's not.
Lucci, did you see the VIX order everybody was talking about on Friday? That was Friday, right? I think it was.
No, what's the story on that?
So there was a big VIX buyer that went off on Friday, 250,000 contracts. Let me see. Can I dig it up? Oh, here in the search.
It wasn't. It was an old 50 cent or whatever they call that dude.
Yeah, it was 50 cent-esque. Definitely 50 cent-esque. Where is it here? Hold on. Oh, I got the CBOE right up on it here. Yep. So here, 12:54 in the afternoon, call volume double, a sweep of 250,000 Feb 14th calls, and they swept them from bought them up from 63 cents to 67 cents, and supposedly the largest VIX order. Could it be ever? Hold on, there's some color commentary on it. One of the largest VIX orders ever, 250,000 contracts. So just interesting with VIX being where it is. We're starting to see some of that hedge exposure come in, which, really makes sense anyway.
Silvers is saying they're going to rip this JPM off the open. We'll get another chance to short it. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that exact same setup, especially on the Goldman Sachs. I'm going to focus on the Goldman Sachs, pull up the 380 puts, maybe the 375 puts here, and then just start waiting for my spot here on this thing. That's going to be my play for the day.
Trade history confirms this is the largest outright VIX block ever to print in VIX options.
What?
Nuts, right? I mean, in VIX, there's obviously some size in there. VIX highs near 82 touch in 2008, 2020. The position could conceivably result in gains near $1.5 billion if if things ever got frisky out there, of course.
Jabe, can you move the screen over to Jesus there, bro? Where you at, man? Okay, so he's put in here. Trade history confirms this is the largest outright block. Damn.
Yeah. So here's the order here. I'll highlight so you can see right there.
Wow.
almost 17 million in premium, Luch.
17 milli? And then it's February 14th calls. Why would you do Valentine's Day like that, man? Why he doing Valentine's Day like that, bro?
There's something there, yeah. He's got something.
He trying to take the girl to Monaco, man. That's what
maybe his girl left him, took all his money, and he's going for the kill. Right?
Damn. Okay, we got Ronchero in the house. 1 minute here left to open. Ronchero, what are you looking at here this morning?
Good morning. The JPM. I'm in the same strike as Ozzy, and I think Silvers is in there too. So I just did a quick measure on JPM. I'm going to roll down to 155s. That's a 50% retrace. So I'm going to book profits here, and I'm just going to go for 155s on the same expo.
Okay, I mean, looks like the chat room is stacked up in JPM, and everybody's watching this thing. So we're going to do the same thing here. We'll watch it off the open, see how these spreads open up, and then let's keep an eye on this VIX shit, man. Every once in a while, Jesus, let's keep an eye on what that option is doing.
Yeah.
And then see what's going on from there. All right, guys, call them out. Let's see what we got here. I got this GS off the open here, waiting for the options to open up. I'm not sure if they opened or not. Looks like they have. 375 puts. Yeah, they have opened. It's just you can't see them. There we go. Spreads are fucking crazy. Let's wait for these spreads to calm down.
We gotta let them calm down.
Your Home Depot and Costco are looking pretty fucking stoked here off the open. Eli Lilly and all that stuff is capping higher.
Yeah, I'm not in Home Depot. I'm in the Costco though.
AMD 52-week highs, FYI. Looking strong as shit. That makes things even more confusing.
Yeah, you definitely got a lot of dispersion out there. Different names in same groups. Piper upgraded Home Depot, so quite another upgrade there.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get this on my screen? God damn it! There we go.
I read somewhere that this traditionally is not a fantastic week. I don't know exactly what that means, other than if it's an opportunity for us to catch a little drawdown, I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Ozzy, how did you open up right there, bro?
What have you done, Ozzy?
Ozzy is saying DM him, and he'll flow through. Coach.
Bro, I don't got time for
he
that.
Called you out,
just talk to me here so I can help you.
Yeah, he doesn't do the DMs well, Ozzy. But yeah, talk to us here
later. But now, come on, talk to me and I'll help you.
We got some SPY range here. The GS lines are starting to close up a little bit, but still pretty wild. 381 here on the GS. Let's take a look at Bank of America. Bank of America is still holding down. I still like the short there. Let's take a little walk around here. Tesla here still looking super weak. Boeing here hit 208. 208, ladies and gentlemen. Boeing got fucking smoked.
Eviscerated.
Pobrecito.
I mean, down here, maybe we get a full retrace, Lucci. I don't know.
Right.
Back down to 175.
Back down to 175. Now the 370. Man, these premiums are still insane here. I'm going to start with a small one lot on GS. But again, like I'm going to limit in between this fucking wild ass spread here and just see if I can get some fills that aren't too egregious here. It looks like I did get 260. So now I'm going to put one even cheaper. Let's put one at 230 and see if we get a fill here.
Get some repeat uranium buying. CCJ, UEC.
Again on that shit. Look at NVIDIA and AMD, folks. Fat man names are getting a rotation here. That's going to make things trickier here on the SPY side. Because even if you think shit's weak, if there's still a rotation here, they're still able to hold the market up, which is impressive. Let's take a look at the Microsoft here. Microsoft 393 holding the gap up. Melly here, up fucking 10 points. Looking fine. You know what I'm saying? That AMD. That Veronica Vaughn.
Oh, today's Tuesday, not Monday, right? Fucking week.
Correct.
Look at him coming off this Tesla here. 212 on the Tesla.
That was Musk did the job.
I don't know. He's talking about now trying to get paid more or something like that. I don't know. I saw some other headlines come out on that one. I'm trying to get filled on GS, man, but I can't get a motherfucking fill, man. Order filled. I love when Ronchero talks to himself.
That's a lot, too. Quite often.
All the time. The question is, do I get answers? This Tesla, though, broken right here.
Yeah, it looks bad, bro.
190
that
is
shit looks
not
ugly.
out of the question. Maybe not today, but 190 is not out of the question. Look at the NVIDIA. God damn.
Up 10 points? Up 10 motherfucking. Wow. Alexi is saying, is Tesla oversold? I mean, dude, that kind of conversation leads you to buying super early. I mean, you could consider this thing oversold from 230, and then what are you going to do? Guys, I only have a 10 lot for this Goldman Sachs, but it is dumping now. I think 370 is in the cards here. Any rallies I'm going to add to the position. I only have a 10 lot, unfortunately, from $3. The bid is $4 now. I got no size. Bank of America still looking weak. All these banks here. Again, our play was to wait for the rallies and then short into them. Morgan Stanley not looking too hot either. Citigroup is probably finally starting to cave in. Oils don't look that hot either.
Oil can't get your bid, huh?
Nah. That one looks bad. Yo, the Google, Amazon, good God. Long fat man, short banks is your sort of trade here and trend here for the morning. We'll see if that all changes. Let's keep an eye on BTC as well. BTC trading 42.4, so it is down a little bit. Tesla is, I mean, that shit don't look too hot. What's up, John Smith? How you doing? Lex Trader saying he wants 25% of shares in Tesla, otherwise he will dedicate to time to AI.
What does that mean?
I don't know what.
Who said that? Musk.
Lex Trader.
Oh yeah, he wants a bigger percentage of the stock.
Ah.
Wait, what? Who?
Elon Musk. You didn't see the Elon Musk comments? That's why the stock's weak today.
So
No,
what was it again? What were the comments again?
It's not worth his while or some shit unless he owns more of the company Tesla. Otherwise, he's going to focus on AI shit.
Oh, he's fucking pouting, is what you're saying.
Yeah. He's complaining.
All righty.
He's complaining. Or
He wants,
trying to give a message.
25% of control is what he wants.
Yeah, controlling interest
in Tesla. So I guess no wonder why it's fucking weak. I got some more fills on this Goldman Sachs. I kind of like a SPY short here. I think it's easier to just short the calls, though, if I'm being completely honest. SPX is trading 47.60. Silvers, what do you got on your expected moves and all your little razzle dazzle over there?
Razzle dazzle.
Whatever they, he'd be doing all that razzle dazzle shit. Ozzy, how's it going over there? Meta is somebody just said Meta is puking. Now, please, I highly doubt it is puking. If that is considered puking, you need to wash your mouth with soap.
No water, just soap.
Oh, brutal. No love out here. No love. Trying to get some more fills on the Goldman Sachs here. The Bank of America is just getting shit housed. I'm gonna get a small lot on SPX short, looking for 474 possibly. ¿Qué tú tienes? Okay.
This microchip seeing some put action. Does catch earnings February 1st. MCHP. That's a semi-chip stock.
A chipper?
God bless you. 3100 Feb 80 puts MCHP.
Hey, look at your NTAP got a downgrade. I was looking at that. I missed that run up. Maybe it's an opportunity. Because you know how analysts are.
What I see. So you're saying analysts upgraded it way too high type shit?
No, they downgraded it today.
Well, what if the upgrade on AMD and Nvidia is bullshit, guys? I want you guys to possibly just roll that around in your head. What if the upgrade on AMD and Nvidia is bullshit here and a trick to kind of push the last bunch of suckers in long, and then they finally dump out SPY? I don't know. It sounds too good to be true. Sorry. I apologize.
Sounds like a perma bear.
That's exactly what it is. I just realized how fucking perma bear-ish I am. You know what I'm saying? I just realized how much fucking
that's what you hope, right?
Exactly. How much I want it to happen. Like with my soul, how much I want it to happen. Silver's is saying 470, 4755 is the lower expected move on the SPX, which we're pretty much there.
So my question is, he gonna buy and go long?
Well, he'll let us know. Undoubtedly, he will let us know.
He's probably already there.
He's definitely queued up and ready to go. JPM slowly pinning lower. slowly pinning lower. The GS here is starting to come in. I got 15 now. Unfortunately, not enough. I should have fucking 50 of them. But the spread, look at this spread, guys. Look at the spread. 3.5 by 450. You know what I mean? What am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this?
3.5 by 4. A buck rip?
A buck rip, bro.
Wow.
What am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with that? Bank of America through 32. Still looking super weak. I'm going to pocket a one lot on that SPX. I still got one left. Somebody just bought some XLF bull bearish sweeps, but that's out to February. Fuck that.
Not in the mood for time today, eh, Lucci?
Fuck that. Give me some gas so I can go to the beach, son.
Give me some gas.
Yo, I went to Dave and Buster's last night, man. What a fucking ripoff that place is, man.
Yeah.
What a fucking ripoff that shit is. $6 to play a game that lasts fucking 2 seconds.
Yeah,
You're gonna lose anyway, just so you can get some tickets to cash in and get some fucking bubble gum.
So what? That's like the new and improved Chuck E. Cheese, right? Like an upgraded Chuck E. Cheese type shit.
The kids
Dave
that
and
grew
Buster's,
up
right?
Chuck E. Cheese migrated to Dave and Buster's.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah,
Looks like a good short, Lucci. Looks like a
classic.
good short.
Yeah. Kelly Bett is saying you can hear the U.S. GDP deflating with every dollar BA drops. Oh, tell me about it. Fucking Boeing.
Did you see that Empire State number, the New York manufacturing number?
No.
God,
What's up with that?
It looked like fucking depression, like
Really?
that bad.
Wow.
That bad. And actually, believe it or not, the futures bounced off it because figuring a number as shitty as that will get the Fed to cut. You know, that's how bad it was. But it was atrocious.
Oh, how's Walmart?
New York is in shambles, my friends.
Let's try that. The Walmart, Jesus, the thing is painful. It's creeping.
Oh my God.
It's just
Painfully
painful.
going up.
Yeah.
Painfully just going up. Spy here dropped out another one. Looks like you're going to get that. Maybe you get that another flush down here. There's enough sellers here. Now they just got to start selling Fat Man. If they start selling Fat Man, we're going lower. And that is a big if, though. JPM fresh.
This was the Empire State number from earlier this morning. Minus 44, basically. They were looking for minus 5.
Huh.
The lowest reading since May 2020 when global shutdown. COVID.
Guys, Mara hit $17, man. Smoke show.
Mara. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Smoke show.
I mean, that's usually how these things end after the music stops, right? It's just sometimes they're not as clean coming down like that. Seems like when you try to get size in a short and try to catch that move, they never go down that clean.
Oh,
It's like pulling teeth.
Stop making me feel bad, bro.
No, but it's the truth, isn't it? Like, and then you see a move like Mary, like you're licking your chops to try to short the next bullshit little rip mini bubble.
Joshua is here saying break 130 and it's smooth sailing. He's talking about his coin long, I think.
There's no
careful on the coin, man. Careful on the coin, bro.
Coin long?
It is.
Yeah, he went coin long.
Trace.
He said he went full retard too, and then he said green dildo we're printing. So you can already tell the character of this gentleman named Joshua here.
Was he rotating out of AMC into that?
He's probably rotating out of his fucking seat here. Just look at his energy here in the chat. Motherfucker's on the floor at this point, on the wall. Joshua, you need to calm down, son.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
What's that squash, not squash, that emoji mean? The purple squash. The
eggplant?
Eggplant,
that's what I meant, not squash. What's that mean?
It's a penis.
That's what that means?
Yeah, that's what that means.
kids. Purple squash is a penis.
Yeah, it's a penis.
Okay.
His world
So, like, I'm being serious. Like, I'm being serious.
World just
Yeah.
came undone.
I know. We need a reset in the worst way. It's not even funny.
What do you mean
a
reset?
in the worst. We just, things. It's out of control now. Stupidity is out of hand. You know what I mean? Like, you need a reset. You need everybody to get fucking lumped up, hit over the head.
It's been that for a very, very long time, since the beginning of using emojis for other symbols.
Yeah, true. But you need society needs a reset.
All right. Joshua here is really just going off on the book. Joshua, listen, you're the exact type of person that we wouldn't allow to speak inside the chat room. So FYI, when you get your trial and you're in the room and you talk like that, everybody's just going to mute you. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is Twitch and YouTube, so you can say whatever the fuck you want, but you're the exact type of person that, Anyways, check out the NVIDIA. Bucking back towards highs.
Yeah, good bounce. The JPM, now that we're where we're at, I'm going to roll down to 155s.
I like that.
Ozzy, if you are in the JPM, I think we're in similar strikes. My suggestion is that you consider rolling down using part of your profits. You have 2,500 contracts. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro, but if you were on my desk and you hadn't done anything to adjust that position, I would just hand you a cardboard box and tell you to put all your shit in it and start heading for the exit, bro.
Well, what would you advise the boy, the man
roll
to do
down to the 155s, for God's sakes.
Roll down.
Christ's sake, Ozzy. What the fuck?
Manage the trade, bro. Remember, we don't make recommendations here. We say take considerations. We are not licensed professionals. This is for your
entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment.
Education purposes only.
Exactly. Roll the fucking thing.
Guys, Apple continues to trade really weak. If you take a look at the Meta's actually down 4 here, which is very surprising. If we just do a quick walk around the club here, Google couldn't really hold the gains. So this is indicative of the type of action that you want to see. Amazon here looking like the same thing. So now they possibly might be selling some fat man. The problem is that you ain't got nobody selling no fucking NVIDIA here. Nobody's selling that shit.
Mm-mm.
So that's the issue here. GS is on another rally here. Maybe I can get some more size here. So I'm going to try to limit some shit on GS and try to get 350 maybe. I'm going to try to get like, wait, why are you not? Oh, it gave me that. All right. Let's see if I can get 3. SPX fresh lows. That SPX trade is working really well. Unfortunately, I only have a fucking 1 lot because I'm a herb.
You got a little you got some repeat interest in the broadcasting name that's got some chatter around it. EDR, Elliot David Robert.
I'm going to cover
sure what earnings are.
I'm going to cover the SPX here. Joshua changed his name to Joshua Muted. Unfortunately, he's still talking, so that kind of defeats the fucking purpose. Oh, fucking herb. AF was talking about short the Tesla pop. I mean, there's a lot of action here, guys. So kind of pick your move here. Check out the Tesla. Nice squeeze on the Tesla. Joshua is saying it went straight through 130 on the coin, man. He's sitting on a big trade here, Joshua. So shout out to you, man. Nice trade, bro. Nice trade. Now, unfortunately, you're never going to shut the fuck up about it. So, let's see if you can come in here tomorrow and the day after to do it again and again and again. That's the difference. That's really what you're looking for. As I always say, even the sun shines on a dog's ass from time to time.
You don't say that.
What do you mean? I say that shit all the time.
That's Wesley Snipes who says that, not you.
No,
Stop stealing people's shit. There's enough plagiarism out there.
Okay, fine. You want me to give credit here? Fine. Yeah, I didn't know I had to. You know, but I do always say it because I learned it from the movie.
Okay.
You got a SPY bounce down here. Somebody's telling me to check the XOM. XOM looks terrible, Grant Raber, man. It looks terrible.
I don't
I don't
understand what. I guess it's that tug of war we've been talking about with oil. You got global economic slowdown versus holy war, right?
Yeah.
Like the Houthis blow up a ship, you got a little pop in energy, and then it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a big bang.
Get Boeing, guys. Boeing 207, man, is getting shit housed.
There's a gap to fill.
I'm going to pull up some NVIDIA puts. Do not follow me on this. I just kind of want to see what's going on. I just want to see the action here. 550 puts are going for about $5 here. Again, I just want to kind of feel it around here. I don't want to put any size in it or mess around with it too much.
Vol pop coin, Joshua.
Coin here almost trading up. I mean, coin's going to go nuts if it actually does squeeze here. So shout out to Joshua here. Hopefully he's got a big trade coming. I think Aussie has been super busy. I mean, when you got 2,500 fucking lot, I think the boy is busy shaking shit around. What are you guys up to here? What are you guys up to? I'm just sticking with my Goldman here for now. I like it. I just want to continue to get more size. I got a 20 lot now, which is really not that much. I'd like to get a little bit more, but, you know, we'll see what happens. You know what I love? I love the short call. I love the SPX short call for a day like today. So if we sell the 85s, let's say, we're getting $1 for those. You know, I kind of like that. So if we were to sell these, right, we'd get, you know, we'd make some money off this. So I'll start with a 1. You know what? Nah, fuck that. Fuck that shit.
Hey, how's Eagle fan doing out there this morning?
And what about Dallas fan too? Oh,
they can ride together.
Oh my! Giant fans were miserable coming into the playoffs, watching getting ready to watch those two teams. You couldn't draw it up any better for Giant fans to soften the blow. My God! What, that Eagles team basically quit? I guess I didn't follow football that closely the second half of the year. Last time I checked, the Eagles were a pretty good team. What the fuck happened there? Oh shit! They quit on them. They had trouble internally. What happened? I don't know what the story there. I'm sure there's a story.
Channel guys talking about nice pullback in the IBM here, decent on the daily if we get back to above. You're looking at it for a long. I'm looking at this for a short, this IBM. I might be insane here, though. Meta here now down, well, still down to 4.
Good size Q bet there.
Yo, Melly retraced. It was up about 20 here and just went red.
Listen, if they pull it back, Lucci, I like the Melly idea.
Right. It's just you gotta go with stock.
Yeah, and you need a spot.
UG Front is saying, how the fuck is AMD up 7? You already know the answer to that question.
Interesting here. Roland calling out SMCI. So I like SMCI if you can get to big picture spots. I think this is what you're seeing probably is an opportunity. If my fucking charts will load.
I like it to new highs.
What?
Your connection was
your connection is shit. So he's mimicking you and what you sound like.
Great.
Everybody's talking about Tesla right now. It's a nice 5-point rally. Remember, Tesla's been beaten up here. So, you know, this looks like a half decent trade here, guys. We've sent a new mic to Ronchero. We've done what we needed to do.
Only me. They only do it to me.
He's just kind of a herb with it, so I got to work with him slowly.
No, listen, I'm in Hawaii and I'm using Starlink, Elon, so fix that shit. And by the way, the airport got closed because they found a massive crack in the runway, so I don't know when the fuck I'm going home.
Oh,
shit.
poor you. Poor you. You're
shit.
stranded in Hawaii.
Yep.
That
Play the
sounds like
fucking
a
violin.
That sounds like a problem. Goldman Sachs, you're getting a rally here on this Goldman Sachs here. My option's not looking too hot here. I'm going to stick around for now on this, but it ain't looking too hot. JPM, you got a rally here on the JPM. Bank of America, you're getting the rally here too. But again, we said all pops here, we're going to look for some sells. Now, the SPX, let's just kind of keep an eye on this. If we go back to the NVIDIA, AMD is on fire here. 154. Don't look for a short there. Maybe.
What's the other? Yeah, so it's not really fat man names. It's semis, right? Not fat man names. It looks like chip stocks. The big chip stocks are doing well, or maybe not. Maybe it's just so scattered. This is one of those weeks that very easily there's no real theme at play. God only knows. It's gonna be a sloppy ass week all week. Post Wednesday, probably worse. Probably worse than what we're seeing early week.
Yeah, nice spike up on the JPM.
You got some unusual call activity in a biotech AUPH. Some unusual call volume there. Apple, Utah, Peter, Harry.
I'm gonna buy some more Goldman here. I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I'm gonna get some more here. SPY here reversing. That coin here still pressing on that 133. And then, of course, you got the reversals here on Tesla and all this kind of other stuff. Tough tape here so far.
Yeah.
Tough tape here so far. Okay, let me see if I can get the ad on the Goldman. Jesus. I already got the ad on the Goldman. That's not a good sign if they're printing fucking that much shit. All right, let's see if I can get some. I'm going to put some at 175 now. See if I can get a fill down there. Really adjust this cost down. Juji Front is saying Lucci GS conference call started at 9:30 a.m. Check in on that VIX trade. What's that BA at 205? Yo, Eddie, you see this BA? Oh my God, that BA is so bad.
Watch it at 203.5. If they don't bounce it there, that's a problem.
SPY here's got another leg to it. My GS is going fucking super far against me. Not looking good. Next pullback here. Again, I'm looking at basically average into this and then come out. So far, they're still fucking squeezing, though. AMD still looks fucking good. SPY here almost back to 475.
Oh, look at Brahman 316 freaking crushing my dreams over here. As of 2:45 a.m. on Tuesday, runway repairs are nearly complete. Operations will go back to normal.
So you're just making excuses to stay there.
It's just disappointing.
There you go. But now you're good to go.
I'll leave on Sunday.
UG Front is saying you can't belong GS during the conference call. They react in the live talk. Remember, people shorted overnight for the earnings. You know what I mean? Somebody put a $500,000 bet down on JPM put before the earnings for GS came out because of the reversal that it had on Friday. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're right. But at the same time, what's it all mean anyway? Let's take a look at SPY here. Almost back to 475. Completely retraced most of that panic, so to speak, from the open. Let's take a look at NVIDIA and AMD. NVIDIA slowly just chunking back to fresh highs. Anonymous is saying JPM record. Yeah, man, record highs, and they still sold it off, because it was just time.
You got a little more adding in that AUPH, spec biotech name.
Bank of America still feels weak. Citi still feels weak. Wells, starting to collapse here. At GS, if I can get this back down to 379, I'm hoping to get out of fucking this shit, break even or minus a little bit of a loss here. Coin, you got a bit of a pullback here.
Amazon reversed.
Yep, Amazon did reverse. If you look at the Google here, not really. If you look at the Tesla continued to hit 220, but this thing is this thing is marching to its own heartbeat here.
I'd be careful on pops. It might be a good opportunity to reshort.
CF is a materials name getting whacked here.
CF is agriculture.
John Smith is taking his peanuts and getting the hell out. Joshua is saying Tesla red to green might be a trend day. I mean, when you think about how many people are stuck short or need to cover, maybe. Here goes your SPY flop. Now let's see how they react off this SPY here. All right, let's pull up our GEX tool. Now it's a good 15 minutes off the open here. Let's pull our baby up and see what we got going on. EA Marte is going for the Tesla calls for the 225s. Let's take a look at SPX and SPY and all this stuff first.
How about China? New lows, and the government threatens you don't sell stock again.
That thing's looking horrible. Qs here, all this trading relatively zero gamma here. There's not much edge. NVIDIA here kind of consolidating. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple weak. Trading under zero gamma. Microsoft kind of the same thing as NVIDIA. Amazon just kind of blah here too. Let's take a look at the Tesla. Tesla's at the call wall here at 220. So it is at the call wall here at 220 on the Tesla. My Goldman Sachs idea is not working at all. Tesla did break through the call wall here at 220. All right. So if you guys are looking at this thing and they move the call wall up, it could be very interesting. Guys, let's take a look at the GEX tool here so you can see it. And again, this measures gamma here where market makers have to come in and hedge. So you can see this call wall here is at 220. Now, if they move the call wall up, what that's going to mean is market makers are forced to also buy the stock as well. And then you have a lot of that momentum here kind of coming in. Obviously, it's great, too, if you see some order flow on it, too, and people are actually buying calls on the shit as well. Again, these are what the tools inside the room can help you with if you guys are trading options, even if you guys are trading stock. So, again, seriously consider joining the Steam Room here for $8 on a trial, and you get 2 weeks for $8. Daniel is saying, I'm seeing a lot of put selling for Tesla. Let's see if Jesus can confirm.
Yeah, give me a second here. All right, what did you say? Tesla put buying?
Yep.
Tesla put buying. I'm sure there's some Tesla put buying. There's Tesla, all sorts of shit going on here. Nah, looks like some Tesla puts may be closing. Maybe they're rolling into other strikes. So there's some closing activity in Tesla puts.
Right. Well, Daniel Delgado, there's a bit of a difference, right? Closing versus opening the transaction. All right.
Oh, he was talking about put selling. He's talking
Right.
about.
Right.
Gotcha,
Right.
gotcha.
And if you take a look at SPY's still kind of holding here. SPY still looks fine. GS now continuing to print highs. No dump here for me yet. No out here for me yet. If you take a look at Bank of America, Citi, and all these other ones, they're still weak. But again, GS is on its own. Morgan Stanley here is not doing a damn thing. I think too many people are in this, including myself here. I got an ad too at 175 on the option. But I think it feels like this thing is going higher. There's no sellers anymore on the GS tape. Nano is saying focusing on MS short under 86.5. SPY here is just in a consolidation zone. If you take a look at Tesla here, still kind of printing the highs. Right, Colwell hasn't moved up quite yet, but it looks good. It looks good. Somebody's in these 225s already. SPX put premium is not really doing much.
Anti-VIX, you got a bull signal there on the anti-VIX.
Yep.
Which basically means VIX buying a little aggressive this morning.
Yep. SPY here headed another program back to highs here for the recent last 10 minutes. GS, you got a small pullback here, but not enough to justify any kind of short, especially considering how bullish SPY looks. By the way, AMD 155. 155. Straight just buy. NVIDIA here, straight buy. Thank God we didn't short this thing. Grant Raber is holding some 600 NVIDIAs. There's still plenty of things to buy in this market, and they still are actively buying a lot of it. Let's take a look at BTC. BTC is trading 42.6, still in that kind of chop zone kind of thing. Let's take a look at MasterCard and Visa doing absolutely nothing.
You got Rivian seeing some spec action. Call buying, RIVN.
Coin eventually did make it back after flushing out. Nice, tough hold there, Joshua. MU's been interesting, man. I still love this for buying 90 calls out to swing kind of situation here. You just got to buy a ton of time. Tesla here, fresh highs, 222. This was a good trade. Can't buy up here now. Yeah, the momentum's here, though. The momentum is all here. The 220s have already traded fucking 40,000 contracts. Amazing.
NVIDIA, speaking of 600s, you got a bet Feb 600s.
Feb 600s. Whoa. SPY looks like, to me, it wants to go higher. Despite the fact that you do have some selling around here. Ronchero, what do you got?
I was just going to say that NVIDIA sweep looks nice.
600s for February. Then you got somebody just bought February Teslas for 230.
I like the NVIDIA better.
Bank of America and all these things just had a quick spike up here, Citi and everything, alongside the market. There goes your market here, 475 on SPX. Tesla is just, doing the damn thing here. Apple here starting to climb back a little bit. Microsoft, man. Nano here is saying they're getting greedy on Tesla. Well, again, think about how many days consecutively it's on a down, kind of trend. Same thing with the coin, really. And if SPY continues to hold here, you got it. Like Joshua was talking about, coin can squeeze fucking 10 points, man. Coin can squeeze 10 fucking points, man. Like nothing, bro. There goes SPY. Fresh highs on the SPY. Nano is saying Morgan Stanley is approaching lows a day. Man, we're getting complete. Just let's take a look at the Melly here. Melly working its way back there too. Looking totally fine here. Pins and all this stuff starting to come back. GS here just putting a fresh high. I'm still getting no pullback here. NVIDIA looks fine. Still going higher. 155.5 on AMD, guys. 155.5 on AMD. Huge move up. I mean, that is a sight to see. Apple also decent comeback here. XOM fresh lows. Oil here still looking horrible. MU. Yeah. Yeah, you got Fat Man now here coming back. Guys, if they put a bid in on Apple too, that's going to be, it's going to be super strong for the market there too. So keep that in mind. Citigroup, Bank of America is starting to come back. But really not doing much. UPST got a small bounce here. Affirm, all bouncing. All right. Well, other than that, Jesus, you got any read on here on the flow so far? Anything interesting?
Just as expected, a little more bullish of recent as the market bounces here, but nothing noteworthy. EDR probably the more interesting of the flow out there, of the buying there. Other than that, just some more NVIDIA bull betting, AMD. What else do we see? Uber, longer term positioning. But again, being a big OPEX week and earnings season, you got to take it all with a grain of salt. Look for, again, kind of what we're seeing here, these mean reversion bounces. And then those of you who want to play the downside, fades when the flow starts to turn or the rally starts to slow down. But I think we're going to get a lot of slosh.
A lot of slosh.
Slosh, like the weather out there today on the East Coast. Really sloshy out there today, God damn it. We got a little snow for a change. No blizzard. We got some snow, though. Thank God. I like snow. You got to have some snow in the winter. Otherwise, what good is it? But it turned to like cold rain. It's ridiculous. So no beach for me today, Lucci.
Let's see.
What
do you guys? Ronchero, what do you got over there?
Nothing.
Nothing cooking over there, huh? NVIDIA here, just kind of holding 558. I would imagine you get another pop up on the NVIDIA. Fucking AMD, exactly. 156.5.
Another bull bet AMD, Jan monthlies, so those are weeklies.
156.5. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Yeah, they're kind of crowding into those two right now, AMD and NVIDIA.
TSM reports on Thursday morning. Yeah, and again, nobody's really been in this one either. If you take a look at SPY right now, fresh recent highs here, climbing higher. Now, if we still, I think we're still red on the day, so we're still down 13 handles here.
Yep.
The call wall moved up on Tesla, guys. I
grabbed a little Amazon here.
Also,
154 and a halves from $1.30.
54 and a half for a long.
$1.31 long. Yeah. A little late, but if it clears this area, it could still get more push. So that's what I'm looking for.
Fresh push up on the JPM, fresh push up on the Goldman Sachs here too. Oh boy. Now the premium on the option has changed completely. There's no widespread anymore. Market makers aren't worried about getting run over. Daniel saying, looking at the Mara 18 calls, take a look at those. I like the Tesla now that the call wall moved up. Now I think you're going to get a bunch of chop though here, so you got to get a better price here on it. Like, this is the dump you're looking for on the Tesla.
Here's one of those put sellers in Tesla. Again, now it could be just closing activity, but June 170 puts sold. A lot of closing activity in Tesla put side this morning.
How about a one lot on the Tesla here just to kind of feel it out? I'm going to buy another one as this thing goes lower here. But everything now is slowly getting a bid here. You're not seeing the sellers here. John Smith is saying Tesla hard to trade. Meet in the move. Absolutely. 100% here. If you miss the meet now, you're coming in scavenging for the scraps. But if you take a look at SPY, SPY looks fine. SPY here, fresh highs on SPY. You got Apple and all this stuff going higher.
Yes, is engaged at every senior level with China.
John Smith is saying, Lucci, last week we put double top on SPY. I mean, bro. Yeah, exactly. John Smith. So, that's actually one of the most rational things you've said thus far since you've been in this stream, bro. I love it. I love it, man. Guy's maturing. Attaboy. Qs went green here. UG Front is talking about. Yep. Qs have went green. If you take a look at Apple here, take a look at Apple. Right, Apple's starting to get bid too. That's relief here for the market. And then if we take a look at these, let's see if we can just continue the show here. In reality, what's really happened, if you think about it?
Nothing.
There's really nothing.
Scalps.
Yeah.
As it should. Nothing really should go on this week. You know what I mean?
I got a 10 lot now long Tesla here. I'd like to see 225 print. I think you still got some momentum here. And it just printed 223 here for a hot second. Let's see what it can do here. SPY fresh highs. 476 now. And if you look at SPY, we're only 7 handles away from going green.
Yeah, you got some more VIX selling.
Yo, when you called out that VIX guy, he's a call buyer, right?
Yeah, call buyer.
Call buyer.
Yep.
Nvidia here, fresh highs. AMD, oh my God. 10 points on a day like today. Nobody was thinking this was going to happen too either. It's incredible. Incredible. Really. Okay, we got about 7 minutes left until we move into the steam room. Remember, a lot of the action has been happening towards the afternoon. So you want to make sure you catch all the action. We're on stream for the whole day. Jesus, Ronchero, and myself. Unless, of course, I go to the beach. You got some SPY calls here. Somebody just bought here for today. Those look like today's options. BTC, no surprise, traded up to 43,000. Another situation here. It looks like you got another sweep on the 225 Tesla calls, and that's for this week. And they paid, looks like they paid about 360. Looks like they paid about 360. So remember, we are long some Tesla. And remember, I've used the flow and the GEX tool to kind of help us make this trade. So this is actually probably one of the more decent trades I've made today. Because you kind of have both things going with you. You got people buying calls. You got the gamma levels moving up. So you kind of have, and you also have SPY moving up as well. So you got some things going for you. Those Tesla 225s from this week, 85 cents to 360. I mean, bro. Yeah, man.
AMD, you got a, what is it, 1.8 million share long Delta equivalent this morning.
Oof.
I like
Oof. Oof. Guys, take a look at that order. C-Train is saying, sorry, power outage here in the Middle East. What's the news on AMD? It's just fucking, it's just an upgrade, and timing here is all. Have you guys thought of live streaming other traders while Lucci is at the beach? Yeah, Marte, we had a bunch of other traders in here. The problem is the consistency, Some of them just hop on, hop off kind of thing. You really got to have it structured like these other guys do. What's their name? I don't know. Fucking, they're one of the biggest live streamers for trading. They got fucking 4,000, 5,000 people watching that stream. Nah, it ain't cool. You got more 476 calls here on SPY. All dips are being bought here slowly. All right, I'm going to average down one more time on the GS. This is not a fucking ideal trade here. But I got to see if I can come out of cut the loss a little bit. Royal, it's under well, I had 30. Yeah, UG front. I mean, you guys are all saying the right things. You can't add to the losers. You can't add to the ones that aren't working here. Yep, you're watching it in real time here. This one got away, but again, selling it down here and taking the loss down here just doesn't fucking make sense here. So if I can get some kind of a pullback here, then that's where I'll take it off. Let's take a look at the Micron. Micron, today's the day for the Micron. 84.5 on the Micron. That's a solid trade idea there as well.
Yeah, that was a
solid
nice spot,
idea there
Micron. After a little breather there, Micron.
Solid. Okay, you got a pullback here coming on the Tesla. I'm going to stop out at the half. Marte, I'm tired, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got my team for. But thanks for the idea, and I'll be sure I'll bring it up to the team. The afternoon rookie show. I love that though, bro. I love that. I love that.
I took just a little scrape here in that small account on those Amazons.
Okay. How'd that go?
Fine, $120. I'm still
120
looking for a
bones.
seam. I'm looking for a seam where I can obviously get some size. I was late to that trade, so I just wanted to see how far I could go. That's just getting my feet wet. I'll look for something else.
Eli Lilly still going higher slowly. All these names just slowly going higher while they pull shorts in every single day. Every single day like clockwork. If you take a look at the Tesla here, back over 223. Still got some momentum to it, but I think it's definitely slowing down. I think I'm going to take half off on the Tesla here. I only got a 5 lot left. We'll see what that thing does. SPY still strong. JPM, nice comeback on the JPM. Bank of America, same thing. Citigroup, same thing.
Ozzy, did you roll?
Has he come back?
Don't know.
What is this, April 10th?
Tesla here still holding it up. Let's take a look at NVIDIA and all this other stuff here before we head out here. We got a minute left. NVIDIA still printing highs. AMD still looking good. You got pretty much bounce activity on everything. Apple and all this shit. Tesla here. You guys got the deal. All right, guys. Listen, we'll be over to the Steam room here. You guys know what to do. Take a look at your screens here. You'll see where the link is. We are on all day. Come on through. We'd love to see you in there. And make sure you test out all the tools and see if they can complement your trading. You're only paying $8 here to find out. So what the fuck? You might as well shoot. All right, guys. We'll see you over there.
Have a good day,
Later.
everybody.